not move forward. The INEC, the security agencies, they compromise with APC because if it is not that way, they're supposed to cancel the election. I've been watching Channel, Arise, and the rest. The report from Yaga Africa, CDD, another third party who are just monitoring the event. All of them have said things that in a country that wanted to work, that election is supposed to be cancelled. This was not different from what happened in Bayelsa. This does not different from what happened in Kogi.
Yes.
The other time. So the same thing we complain in those off-season elections, the same thing happened weekend over this matter. The same issue every day. We keep on doing the same thing. We are looking for change.
I said it yesterday. I said whether it is 2014, 2024, 2034, 2044, it will be the same until people actually really put a break to it.
Yeah. If INEC is not APC, they're supposed to have cancelled this election. None of this election is good enough to discuss in the public, both locally and internationally. I do know that in Nigeria Constitution, the INEC rule gave them a window of 1 week if there are issues to cross-check before they announce the result.
Go and look at it.
They have a window of 1 week
where they will say, where they have disputes election, they will have to redo it. They don't redo them anymore. APC don't do that one anymore. The clear winner.
You still remember, Jega would hear inconclusive election. To do some other things when there are green areas. If a particular the umpire is not biased, it's supposed to give everybody a level playing ground and allow them to decide. Understand? But all those ones were cancelled. My appeal to my advice to Labour Party and what they call it, the PDP. Though I didn't even pity for PDP because they have the opportunity to make Nigeria good. For 16 years, the critics, as Adam Oshomole said, that he learned when he was in PDP. Now they become expert than PDP. That's what he said in one of the occasions.
Yes.
That's when he said that you can win in the poll, but they win in INEC. Because INEC has the final say. Understand?
That's right.
So my advice to Labour Party and other party is that if they really want to win, Ondo is the next, followed by Anambra, to win, they should be ready to match APC fire by fire. Because Gandaba just said in their address when they declared them winner that they are going to replicate it in Ondo and in Anambra.
You see, as much as I don't like details, right? Do you know one thing I respect about this APC?
They have that evidence.
They always tell you what they want to do before they do them. And they can't do them. Eh?
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay. So if they really wanted to win in the next election, they should match them fire by fire. Otherwise, as we come to complain, the public, they are crying now. The same thing will happen in Ondo. The same thing will happen in Anambra. Secondly, the issue, the members in the National Assembly, the AP and the Labour, when you combine them together, they are more than the ruling party. Since they took over this administration, what have been their contribution? Have they fought for their political party? Have they come together? Because normally, these two people are supposed to come together and be a very strong opposition to APC, and they have a larger number than them. Most of those things they are accepting, they're supposed to accept and fight for the masses. But you discover that they just compromise all of them. Everything that is happening here and there, they are just following, so silent, so quiet. You see that really, I don't know where the help will come from. But just as I used to say, repeat this Martin Luther Jr., he said that no slave master voluntarily allowed the slave to live until the slave demand for it. We're expecting that by now, though, there will be a civil breakdown of law and order until they hold these people accountable. Because as far as there is no consequences for all those now, when the league election could be said, the people they were arrested, no consequences.
No.
In Biafra, no consequences. The INEC people, where you have 300 accredited data, they now give a result of 500. Where the 200 come from? The people who man those polling booths, what is discipline given to them? Well, you can't discipline because they do it in favor of the ruling party. because those are the people supposed to discipline them. And I say I enjoy that Nigeria should go and pursue Mahmoud. I don't know if that guy is actually a professor rigging a letter for people who cannot speak English, who cannot write their names, professors. So I'm still telling them they should go and prepare themselves. They really want to win. Let them match them fire by fire. If not, they will still come back after we do an election and cry again. And we hear them. Thank you for your good work. Keep it up.
Yes, sir. You have a good one. Okay. So I am taking the last call this evening, I believe. And then if we still have a chance, maybe I can still take one more. Depends. But again, if you haven't really pay your own offering by liking the broadcast, I advise you do that now. It's just a reminder. Here, hello there.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, General. Baba.
Okay. Now, wow. How you doing now?
I'm here. We thank God. How are you side?
No, but my name is Femi. I'm calling from London. Yeah.
Femo from London.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, please.
Yeah, nice one. You see, my own take is about this election.
Okay.
I don't know if you noticed this guy. That guy that was declared the winner. The guy was not able to celebrate. He even looked like his days. They're sad. He's looking at the enormity of what is ahead of him.
Like, it's pretty much like this is not the guy who won. He was in between them, sandwich between all these guys. Oshiomole and Co. They were more kind of joyous and happy than him.
The guy is scared, man. He's scared. He can't celebrate, can't do nothing. So that's because he has stolen. So he knows that. He's a thief. He's the thief.
That's one major observation there. People should go back and look at all the videos.
Of course, the man.
It's like
no. It looks sad. It looks like he's scared, and I think he's probably looking at the enormity of what is ahead of him, and he's going to clue.
What has just happened? I'm going to be a governor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's going to clue. He's going to clue. And the one other thing I'm looking at is that you see all these Nigerians, when you say you pity them, you want to help, they want to do that. And they go back there and be taking 10 pounds. I'm sorry, 10,000 naira, taking 5,000 naira. That's ridiculous. So it's very, very discouraging. Me, I don't decide now. I don't give anybody. I don't give anybody any money. If they want that, me then die.
You get?
They want that, me then die. Because you see, me as an old man, I go leave my house in the morning, come back in the evening, and come to support these idiots, and they'll be voting for APC. Come on, man, it's a waste of time.
It is.
I'm not going to do it anymore. If they want that, then die.
And you won't be the one responsible for that anyway. So people should not beat themselves up and say, "Oh, because of humanity in me and all of that." Or else, right?
No.
We end up like them too, because at the end of the day, you'll be trying to bait them out and build them out until you have nothing for yourself.
Exactly. So they're on their own. That's my decision. Anyway, I leave you. I'll just put more small, yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay. And it's been a long night as well. Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Have a nice evening.
Yes,
bye
sir.
now,
you too. Nice one. So thank you so much, sir, Femo, for that concise, straight to the point contribution. So that has given a chance to another caller to quickly chip their own two in, because we only have just about 8 minutes to go. Remember, you have a 5, I've got 3. Let's use it now. Another caller, possibly my last caller this evening. Hello, sir, or ma'am. Can you hear me? Oh. Hello. Oh. Okay. I think the line is really, really terrible. I'm so sorry, okay? Except if that caller didn't know they have been connected. Well, I am taking this other one now. Hello there.
Hello, Mayagu.
Oh, emoji. Hello, sir.
Good evening, my brother from here.
To you too.
You know, from today's, I saw 2 interviews today, and I picked one thing, 2 things. You know, from Oshimolo and from Peter Obi.
Go ahead,
you know, from that, Peter Obi said something about the lecturers that are doing this. You know, and when you go back to the interview with Oshimolo, when they asked him about legitimacy,
yes.
You see, he didn't say anything about that. He run around.
No, he just went for Obi straight away. Like Obi is in Anambra.
Yes.
How would you know? It's not from Edo.
and he forgot that Edo State is also in Nigeria, and there's a route from Edo to Anambra. You know, same people, the same citizen, kidnappers can be there because his candidate told us that he's going to bring insecurity. So we Anambra also are concerned if Edo is not working because once there's insecurity in a Edo line, there's also insecurity in Anambra. We can't cross. So he's a stupid man. And going back to when he went to Oba, when he lied, when Oba caught him, you saw he stood there like a stupid person. He was looking at the back as if that people are, it's like, let the ground open, let me just jump in. And like people are looking at him.
Well. But they are shameless people anyway. You can't shame the shameless.
But he's human being. He felt it. Go and watch the body language. And from the last caller, what the last caller said about the winner, the governor himself. The governor is just like boy. The way they are pushing him around, the way Ababio cross his hand over his shoulder. He can. It's till now going to 2 days now after victory. He never spoke anything. He never said anything.
Like even come and say thank you to Edo people. Like others have been making videos. Exactly. They don't make videos. That means I swear don't make video. The winner never make video to thank Edo people.
He never make video because he don't know what to say because he's already. This is third time of Oshimolo. This is the third time of Oshimolo. Then when that's Solo that called, the one guy Solo that called about that people in that, that people in diaspora that we should fight these people. We should come back. We should do. We are the people that are going to fight for the people in Nigeria. My brother, let me tell you, that is what they call the people in Africa. It's called weaponization of poverty, and people that are in abroad, like me, since 2010, I came to Western world. I've never used my hand to wash my clothes. It's washing machine. So, and when a lot of people here, they are all enjoying all these good things. When you go to any local government in any place in Western world, everything is merit. When you off the light, that means NEPA has taken the light in your house. When you off the tap, that when you close your tap, that means there's no water again. But everything is working. They are enjoying it. But my brother Solo, let me tell you, 70% of people living abroad are supporting these people back home. So who do you want to come and fight for these people? So it's like people in abroad and people in Nigeria, they are all the same. They think the same. Like Oster said, eat good and think good. People in Nigeria, we can understand them very well. Maybe poverty, like that 10,000 naira. That 10,000 naira cannot take them home. From that point, they came for that election. But they took it because they are very, very hungry. But at the end of the day, in the next 2 months, they will see the true color of Oshimolo and his people. Then when I come to Nnamdi Kanu issue, Nnamdi Kanu have proven and tested that you cannot bribe everybody. You cannot give anybody anything.
Everybody is looking for fame that way, or looking for money, or looking for attention. There are people who can die, and they are ready to die because of their belief. It's not common in Nigeria. That's why a lot of people are wondering what is wrong with him. If he could just die like that, it doesn't matter. If he died today, it would die a man that dies in his own belief. And then
No, you know why I said about Nnamdi Kanu? Normally, I don't want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu because it's almost everything, and we have seen it. And from the first video he made in London, first protest, he never mentioned Southeast. He said the killings in the north is giving us concern, and we cannot continue like this. So everybody should do something. He never said my Igbo people. He never said Southeast. He never said anything. He said at the north, and he's not from the north. And when you go through his lifetime, I don't think that before that video or till now that Nnamdi Kanu have been to the north more than 20 times. But he was passionate. He was concerned about what is happening at the north.
Hang in there for me for a second. Let people hear this again tonight.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening. And that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
MOG.
So do you know why I said this about what he said now? Because it was also similar thing that P2B said, that what they are destroying today and the children they are destroying today is already showing in Nigeria today. Because when you go to Nigerian news every day, I saw somebody killing family friend. Just he's only said that he doesn't have cash. He's done with cash everywhere, killing just to make money. So who knows what is going to come? That's why I want to tell you, Mayegu, God bless you, because you have been vindicated. When people started attacking you 1 month ago, that you said something about Sunday Bohu. I saw Sunday Bohu with 50 million naira car coming to a party. So they can see it, that his fellow comrade still stood where he's standing, and he was still telling them, I don't want. I'm very strong with his voice in the Nigerian court of law, telling them what they are doing is wrong. But this one is already going to party. But forgetting that this issue is going to touch everybody. Like Nnamdi Kanu said, there's Somalia, and if there's any civil war again, it will touch everybody. Ebim power, hunger is touching everybody from north to south, east and west. Thank you, Maya. Good night.
Thank you so much, MOG. You have done well. And to everybody, indeed, the children that have been born into Nigeria today, they are sharing in the in the result of the destructive country that these criminals have brought about. Ladies and gentlemen, this happened in Kwara State just 2 days ago. In another 10 years, those children will be in their 20s. And they are the poster sort of image for a failed country that nobody has any plan for them. In 10 years' time, they will be in their 20s. They will be almost adults. And there is no plan for them. On that note, I will leave us this evening and say thank you so much to those of you who have who stayed back to this last minute. To others who have actually liked and shared this, thank you. I'm going to see you some other time, and that other time can be tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I am thinking that we should possibly begin our readings again, even though we still have part of our fatherless people to read. However, There are other shorter ones that we can look into and begin to read as well. I've got loads. Sorry, White Malice. I think that's the one we were reading before. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, dear brethren, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the night. To those of you who are here to get to the midnight, and to those who are here till who are currently almost midnight, right? Preparing for tomorrow's work. Thank you too. Enjoy the rest of your night. And good night to you all.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe. Fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀.